lives by pairwise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love your pride, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Often mirrors appear, clear, running from ear to ear. Craving and raving in rain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, in paradise. We know our purpose. In paradise, in paradise. We know what our worth is. In paradise, in paradise. We manifest dreams. In paradise, in paradise. Truth is what you can see.
Hey, hello everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. And yes, the truth is what you can see. Don't go by what you hear, go by what you see. Your eyes will never, ever, ever lie to you unless you're watching magic. It's about distraction. So, anyway, during the show today, we did two yesterday. We want to thank Bruce Reinhardt again at Rococo's last night for allowing us to come in and do After the Storm, the Oklahoma City Thunder post-game, our post-season ending show. By all means, go back and watch the show either on my Facebook page or, you can go to, I'll bring it up so you guys can see where you can go. You can watch it on www.mcsportsnetwork.com. That's www.mcsportsnetwork.com, or you can go to our search After the Storm OKC Thunder and YouTube, and please subscribe, like, and hit the notification button. And so I thought it was a really, really good show last night. Bruce got to come on with me and talk about them upgrading, changing up the menu, and then also the original location down on, which is where they do all their catering and events. They're going to change the name, and they're going to do kind of a drawing for people to, come up with the new name, new logo, all that stuff. So that's exciting news for them, and then they're going to give you a nice reward for whoever wins in that. So I'm excited. I was excited about that. But anyway, Bruce took very good care of us last night, and of course last night was Wahoo Wednesday, and his Rococo hot chicken. If you haven't had it, I'm just telling you right now, it is absolutely unbelievable. It's really, really tasty. Enjoyed that last night. Changed it up a little, changed up the seasoning a little bit from the week before. So their unveiling was last night, and there's about 8 people that I saw that had it last night. So anyway, it was really good. A lot of people were out, even though it was rainy night. People did come out. And today I was planning on being at Ned's. That's why I have on all my Ned's Starlight Lounge stuff, because they have fried chicken Thursday. So I was going to go do that today, but I'm not feeling the best. This weather's just messing up my sinuses. My throat is sore. So I'm going to do the show today with my guys, Drew Henthorn and Ben Dillman, and do the show, and then I'm gonna, take a couple of Benadryls and pass out. And my boy Ace is right here laying next to me. He knows that I don't feel good, so he's trying to take care of me and make me feel better. There he goes. The mailman just went by. You heard him. I don't know. I don't know what it is with dogs. The other dog barked across the street, so Ace just jumped up and he's running in the other room barking now. So shocking. What? If you've got a dog, you understand what I mean. Something about them and the mailman. But anyway, by the way, guys, if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about to me, myself, Drew, or Ben, by all means, you can Skype us with the question at 405-551-8300. That's 405-551-8300 for any questions that you might have for myself, Ben, or Drew. So anyway, I think we're going to have both of those guys on. We're going to talk a little about the NBA from last night. We're going to talk some more about, of course, hockey. It was just great sports, some nice upsets and stuff last night in hockey and NBA. We're going to go over all of that, as well as talk a little bit more about the Thunder, since I didn't go into detail. But anyway, talking about the Thunder, I went over last night. If you'll go, like I said, to After the Storm OKC Thunder on YouTube, or www.MC Sports Network, you can go to After the Storm and click on it. And I just broke down the Thunder. I broke down each individual player, what they needed to improve on, the Thunder draft picks, what they have coming up, what they need to what they need to do as far as that's concerned. As far as the draft picks, we talked about SGA and how this is this was the first year of his 4-year deal, and so you got 2 more years SGA. So this year's draft, I think, is huge because of the Thunder. You must draft somebody. If you go get another project player like Jang, stuff like that, I think, and you draft up and he sees you spend the draft capital that you have on another project player that's overseas, that's not going to help us. He doesn't want to see any more Pokus. He doesn't want to see any more Baisleys. He doesn't want to see any more Jangs. He wants to see some J Dubs. He wants to see some J Wills, some people who are actually going to help us win. And I understand the city we live in. I understand a lot of the people who pay money. I understand their mentality because I know a lot of them. And though I don't agree with the way they think the way they think, and they're the ones who spend the money on the season tickets and buy the suite. So they tend to have a little bit more of a say on who they like or who they want to see. But my pushback to that is, I don't think if you went out there winning, I don't care who you got out there. I don't care if you got 5 back players and 4-1, whatever. But Josh Giddey's going to play because he is one of your best players. And my thing is this, is that you know what your top 8 is already. You know it's SGA, Josh, J-Dub, Dort, Chet, maybe, Wiggins, Isaiah Joe. So you know J. Will. So you know what your top 8 are. That's your 8. Then you get ready to get a draft pick. That's 9. Then you still got Jeremiah Robinson Earl coming back, and you just gave K. Rich some money. So that's 10 right there. So uh, or 11, excuse me. That's 11 right there. And then you remember you got a second round. So you've got you know you got some players that you're gonna have to make a decision on what you're gonna do with Sarch, what you're gonna do with Jeremiah Robinson Earl, what you're gonna do with a Poco. That's what does that make it? 12, 13. So and that's not a bad 13. But what are the Thunder's glaring problems? 29th in offensive and defensive rebounds. So clearly, you've got to get somebody who can rebound the basketball. So you've got to have an inside presence. You've got to do that. Now, whether Chet can or cannot do that, I don't know. But you got to have something for his block shots or whatever. And Jay Will, to me, I prefer him taking the charges, and he can rebound. But at the same time, there are guys who are 6'10" who are have more vertical, more athletic than he is, can jump over and get him. Even though he boxes him out, it's a little bit tougher because he's got a big body. But you got to do that. The next thing is that if you want to compete and you want to be in the top 5 or so, competing, getting past the first round, you're going to have to improve your defense. You can't be 15th, 17th in defense. You got to be 10th, 12th. And you got to get inside the top 10 in the next couple of years. Now, can you do that? Yeah, you've got SGA, who is one of the top leaders in steals. You've got Dort, who's one of the premier elite defenders in the league. You have Aaron Wiggins, who's also one of the best defenders, wing defenders in the league. So you got 3 right there. And J-Dub, I believe, will be. Now, Josh is a little bit of a liability, but he has gotten better. So, but anyway, you got J-Dub, and he's got to get improved. So that can give you a good group right there. Then you have Isaiah Joe. You can come off the bench with. It can D-up some a little bit. But so anyway, that's where you're at, okay? So that's kind of what we talked about. We went more in detail about like I said, SGA needs to improve his three-point shooting. Once he's able to do that, going up from 34%, if he's at 38, 39, 40%, from 3, still stay at the 51% from the mid-range, he's going to be absolutely unstoppable. Josh has already got his shooting averages going up, so he needs to be up around 38, 39. Dort needs to quit shooting so much. He's at 33%. He shot, 100-something threes more than anybody else on the team. 33%, you're giving away possessions. Him attacking the basket, throwing away balls, you're giving away possessions. The coaching staff has to put him under control. So that's kind of what I was talking about, but more in detail. So, like I said, by all means, go to After the Storm. Go to YouTube, search After the Storm, OKC Thunder. Hit the like, subscribe, and notifications every time we do something. And we will, every week, we'll be doing, I believe we're going to try to do it every Wednesday. We're going to do or maybe every Thursday. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. Whether we're going to do a weekly show, Thunder update. So one day a week we're going to do a show, and we're going to, like I said, we're going to turn that into a podcast. So you'll be able to get all the shows, the Unpopular Hour, and After the Storm on local podcast or on a podcast. So you'll be able to watch it on our website at www.mcsportsnetwork. You can go to YouTube and watch it, or you'll be able to go to whatever podcast we're going to set everything else up with. So now let's get into the NBA last night. Some surprises, some not surprises. The scores last night: the Knicks took care of the Cavs, which Tom Thibodeau is just, I mean, defense wins. He's a defensive coach, and defense wins. And what he decided right around Christmas break, and we talked about this, is that he decided that these are the 9 players I'm playing, and we're going to win. And we're going to gel, and we're going to come together as a team, and we're going to know what each other's doing. And that's exactly what he did. And so that's exactly what he did. So when you look at what the Knicks are doing, it's just a example. When you do have a coach who knows what he's doing, that's exactly what happens. You know, your coach can come in, he can make a difference. He can the coach, he can make the moves that you need. He can do all the little things that need to be done. That's what he can do, and that's what Tom Thibodeau did. He decided this is what we're going to play. We don't care about the playoffs. We've got athletic guys, or we've got we're long, we're athletic, and that's what he decided we're going to do. We're going to get these guys to do the best they possibly can, and so you can see that's what Tom Thibodeau did. And then now, what is that doing? That's paying off at the end of the year simply because that's what I think you have to do as a team. You have to decide on, okay, here's who we're going to play. This is what we're going to do. Here's our team identity. And that's exactly what the Knicks have done, and the reason why they have moved on into the next round of the playoffs. And we're going to show you that graphic here in just a second. The Lakers lost to the Grizzlies. Misspelled Grizzlies, sorry about that. LeBron was just non-existent. I don't even know why he made the trip. And Drew kind of called this. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened. But Drew called that yesterday. This is the thing that I love and hate about doing live shows is that stuff like this will happen. Little glitches, little things happen. So, you know, all of these are the things that you have to live with. And even though I hate them, it is what it is when it comes to that. But like I said, Drew Henthorn called this yesterday when we were talking about the Laker game. He thought that the Lakers were going to mail it in, and boy, oh boy, was he right. LeBron was basically non-existent as a player, and Drew called that big time last night with the Lakers. And speaking of Drew, joined by my guy Drew Henthorn, HuskerDrewPicks.com. What's up, bro?
Well, that was pretty good timing. Think a guy like me probably planned that.
Hey, I had sent
How are we doing today?
Hey, I sent the Zoom to DT. Is where I had sent it to.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Ever since I got back from Mexico, both my emails are haywire. I think I got hacked.
Yeah, but anyway, you were right on point with the Lakers last night. I don't even know why LeBron traveled.
Yep. Yeah. You know, and I wish I could take full credit for that, but I gotta hand that to our California kid. Told me that yesterday.
Oh, J-Dub.
And he was right. He hit it right on the money. I mean, he gets so full of himself, man.
Yeah.
And starts hyping himself up, and I'm the greatest, I'm the king, I'm this, I'm that, and then come out and just lay an egg and bad body language the whole game. So watching loose balls, not rebounding. I mean, everybody's like, oh, he had 16 points. But, dude, he can get 16 points when he rolls out of bed. He's 6'9", 275. But,
and with a 40-inch vertical.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't impress me that you can score 16 points. That's great. There's a lot of guys out in the NBA that can score 16 points, but
I agree.
He played like crap, and he's their catalyst, man. I mean, he's got to go out there and lead that team, and he didn't do it last night. Now they put him in a precarious situation where coming off 1 day's rest, 2 games in 4 days, and boy, if they lose that one, then you're talking about 3 games in 6 days, and they're in trouble.
They're in trouble. I agree 100%. We had talked about that. Then, of course, the Heat and the Bucks. Did you see Giannis's interview?
Great, unbelievable. More people need to watch that and take that to heart because that took a lot. he's something else, man.
Yeah, he is. I mean,
great interview.
everybody was beating him up about it. I'm like, dude, he's right. Now,
Yeah.
is it a failure? Yeah. I mean, he's trying to deal
Sure,
with it the way
it's
he
a
can deal with
failure.
it.
It's a failure as a they didn't win it.
Yeah.
But is it a failure that they're the 1 seed and had a great year and they just got beat?
They got beat by a team that shouldn't have got beat
by a team and he got hurt, and I don't think
that was the difference.
Yep.
That was the difference. He got hurt and it was over.
Yep. And he tried to play through it. I mean, he tried to come back and play through it.
But Drew, 13 free throws missed.
Yeah, it's surprising that it's surprising to me that he shoots that bad from the free throw line, because it's not like that he's a Shaq free throw shooter, but because he shoots threes and he shoots little jumpers, and you'd think that he would be able to shoot a free throw. Boy, he couldn't.
Well, he remember, that's how he was in the beginning. He fixed it this year, and then I think once he started missing. And I've done the same thing my senior year. I shot 50% from the free throw line. Once it gets in your head, and I've said this many times, once it gets in your head, you're screwed. You're done.
Say that again. You shot 50% from the free throw line?
54% my senior year. Yeah. It was the worst. I shot 78%. It was just, Drew, it just got in my head, dude.
You
it just got in my head.
Blindfolded now.
Dude,
you probably do that blindfolded.
Well, it was a 1 year deal. Then I went back the next year shooting 80%. But Drew, it was unreal. It got in my head, dude. I was shooting jump shots from the free throw line. I shot better from the field than I did from the free throw line. It was just, once it gets in your head, it's in your head.
And then the heat just exposed him, and he was scared to get the ball there at the end. He tried to throw it out of bounds.
But dude, what's up with Jason? I mean, what's up with the coach? He got out coached, first of all, Budenholzer. He got out coached.
Yeah, 100%.
He got out coached. There's no doubt about that. But on the other side of that,
and that's nothing to be ashamed of. That guy's done it to a lot of people.
Spoelstra. And remember when the Heat brought him up, how pissed LeBron was that he was the coach, remember? And D. Wade had to sit him down going, hey, bro, no, trust me, he knows what he's doing. And then LeBron realized, okay, this guy can coach. Even though he came from the film room or wherever the hell he was at, he knew what he was doing.
He's really even keeled, and he doesn't get up too high or too low, and you don't ever really see him freaking out on the refs.
And it's still crazy. It's still crazy that Jimmy Butler wanted to fight him earlier in the year. Remember that?
Butler must have had something going on off the court, because I don't see that.
Yeah. No, I thought that was pretty. Dude, why do I have your face is not, man? This system is all jacked up. I've got instead of your face on the line, it's got the Husker Drew picks. I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, I feel like crap, dude. This weather is just absolutely murdering me, bro. I mean, it's just absolutely beating me up.
It's depressing out there. I mean, we needed the rain, and I'm not going to gripe about it. We needed the golf courses needed it, so it don't look like a goat farm.
Yeah, no. Especially if you're out there trying to do something. Yeah, you're hurting, bro. You're hurting. So
yeah, it's basically just 86 the whole week of anything I try to do. I mean, I'm trying to get paperwork and stuff done this week, which is nice because I can get all that done and get material bought and get people lined out. But boy, actually getting something accomplished is a whole nother issue
itself, huh? Yeah.
No. That's all right.
Yeah, it is. But
I'll trade it for the rain, because I'll tell you what, the community needed the rain in a hole. So
yeah, dude, my sinuses were just going crazy. So I'm so glad that we got it fresh. And then, of course, they had just put that stuff on my yard trying to kill that Johnson grass.
Yeah.
You know, which goes to show you, dude, you have a yard guy that does your yard. Your yard is beautiful and perfect. Then you switch off for your cousin to do it. And next thing you know, 3 years later, you got Johnson grass all over your yard. It's just, it's bad.
I just saw your buddies at 74. They told me to tell you hi.
Oh, they were all there, were they?
Yeah, everybody was there.
Oh my God! What a group that is.
I had a little lunch meeting there on a job, and that's a pretty nice little spot.
Yeah, it is.
Shout out to him, man.
Hey, how good is it too? It's really good. What'd you have?
It was good. I went to soup and salad. I can't eat a big meal during the meal. I went to French onion soup and a house salad. It was good.
Dude, I can't wait for the patio to open up in the back there. Nice big
yard
back there.
They got that little private room, which that's gonna be nice to have little birthday parties.
Yep.
And that's pretty. I like that it's bright and open in there.
Yeah, it's really clean. It's not like Ben where it's just kind of closed off and it's got. Well, Ben was more of a a bar restaurant than a
But
restaurant
yeah,
bar.
Ben's a smoky wine bar.
That's not a smoky. That doesn't
It's
smoke in
not
there. So
smoky, but
yeah,
it could
it
be.
has that
It could
feel.
be.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
has that feel. Whereas this is wide open, kid friendly. When the yard is nice, you're gonna be able to have your kids go out there and throw the football
Mhm.
or whatever in the backyard in the big huge area in the back. It's really nice. So I'm glad you got a chance to go by there. But how about last night, the Warriors, dude?
That surprised me. I think the old shooting hand on
Fox.
Fox, that was definitely noticeable
Yeah,
because he's pretty much a decoy last night.
yeah. 0 for 6 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And he led the NBA in closing out games in the fourth quarter. 0 for 6 with two shots blocked.
Yeah, NBA was rough last night. Most of the overs hit except for the Lakers, and that's just because they pulled all their starters. I think if they would have pulled, which they should have done long before they did, but that's a whole nother subject. But yeah, all the overs hit last night.
Yeah. Well, but anyway, while I was watching that game, it's
Your
like,
Dodgers got beat today again. By the way, thanks a lot.
dude,
Yeah.
we haven't done your picks yet, Drew. So don't be beating things that we
Sorry.
haven't got there yet, man. You got to chill out.
Yeah,
We still
I conveniently left that one off because it's already gone.
okay. Hey, so anyway, in the East, Heat versus Knicks. How about?
Good old fashioned 1990s battle. I like
Oh
it.
man, it's gonna be ugly, isn't it? They are
Bring
going to
back
beat the crap.
Alonzo Mourning and Patrick Ewing and Charlie Ward and bring back all the kids.
Oakley. What was like Anthony Mason? Oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
the Wars, brother. So that's gonna be a good series, and then you got the Sixers, and Boston probably close out the Hawks, don't you think tonight?
I don't know, man. I like the Hawks in that game. I don't know that they're going to win, but 7's a lot of points.
Yeah, I saw you took the Hawks, didn't you?
I did take the Hawks. I think that they're gonna come in with a lot of confidence tonight. I mean, they're playing on house money now. They got another home game. Should be, Boston did not want to travel back to Atlanta. Well, now they got to travel down to Atlanta, play Atlanta, and then hopefully not have to play a game 7. So I just think Atlanta's got nothing to lose.
What are your
All
thoughts?
All the pressure's on Boston.
Speaking of that, what are your thoughts on Ime Udoka coaching the?
I like it.
The Rockets.
I don't know. I think he's a good coach. I think he made a couple bad decisions, but I don't know. But
and he's back in Texas, so that might help.
Yeah, and well, that's another thing is you're going to the Rockets, and the Rockets they're again nothing to lose. They need to turn it around quickly because they're floundering.
They've got some talent there, Drew.
Yep,
they really do.
I think that's why they're bringing him in is because they do have some talent, and I think he can coach them.
Yeah.
So
you got some guys who can play, and that's why I was sitting there looking. I'm like, you guys are losing on purpose. You're developing a loser culture.
Yeah, just try to stay out of the owner's box.
Well, but you know what? There's a huge difference between Texas women and Boston women and how Boston men feel about interracial dating versus how Texas men feel about interracial dating. There's a little bit of a difference there, bro. Completely different thought processes. But let's face it,
I'm sure he's happy as pig and slop.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Oh, no doubt. But the whole thing is this: the thing about Boston, they don't like you if no matter what color you are, if you're not from Boston. Now that has a lot to do with it as well. If you're not from Boston, they don't like you. So that has a lot to do with it. But I think the Celtics. Who do you like between the Sixers and the Celtics?
Well, if Embiid's healthy, I think it goes 7, and then it's a toss-up. But if he's not, I like Boston.
Yeah. The question is he going to be healthy? So that's the $1 million question.
Doesn't sound like he is. Listening to Doc Rivers talk, it doesn't sound like Embiid is.
But like this, the Sixers would love it if the Hawks won tonight.
Oh yeah,
give them an extra 3 days race.
Another 4 days.
Oh yeah, they'd love that. That will help him immensely because then they could probably forget about game 1. You know what I'm saying, and go ahead and go. Okay, we're gonna forget about game 1, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and give him another 2 or 3 more days of rest to getting ready for games 2 through 7.
Yep. I agree with that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of pressure on Boston tonight. A lot.
A lot of pressure. A lot of pressure.
They do not want to go Game 7 against the Hawks, and then you're just one game away from a Trae Young 40-point night, and then you're out.
Yep.
I mean,
Trae going off on him. Ice Trae doing his thing.
And then you don't have to look any further except to the Bucks to see what can happen.
And so funny is that is the only game tonight.
Yep. Yeah, they're on national stage.
It's the only game tonight. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, I can get with that. I can get with that.
I'm rooting for Atlanta. I'm secretly kind of rooting for the Hawks all year. So
of course you are. You've been talking about them all year long. I'm like, yeah, there's no damn Hawks.
I'd love to see them beat Boston. Good Lord, that'd be great.
Yeah, well, you're not a Celtics fan anyway, so that has a lot to do with it. So that's really,
it's really not that great. I don't hang out with too many Celtics fans.
I don't either. I'm not. Two colors, I don't wear red, and I don't wear green. Those are two things that I don't do. So,
except on the Masters.
Yeah, well, no, but that doesn't count. It's kind of like you don't see any squirrels at the Masters. You know why? Like that old man once told me, he goes, son, this is the Masters. They understand. So the Masters is a standalone event of all sporting events. It stands alone by itself as far as prestige and everything else. Agreed?
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, so it's not, and plus their green is not Celtic green. No, it's not Celtic.
It's a little lighter, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's almost a lime greenish.
Plus, you can play a little pink in there for the azaleas. And
you got that So I mean, the Masters is just beautiful. What a magnificent spot. We want to thank our sponsors, Collaborative Logic. I still need to take my thing in there, my Stream Deck. I've got the Stream Deck, Drew.
I need to go in there too. I really got to get in. Maybe I try to get in there. Maybe tomorrow.
What you need to do is on Monday. I need to go in there Monday. Well, actually, Monday we've got to be at UConn at the bank Monday. So I don't know if I want to take my computer stuff in there Monday. But yeah, you need to go by there. But I've got this thing. It's called a Stream Deck, Drew. So it's got all these little buttons in there. Instead of me scroll, you know how I scroll on the side there with my mouse trying to find stuff. Well, the Stream Deck is right there. I got to just push a button. So, boom, and it goes right to that screen.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, so I got it. I just need to take it into these guys for them to fix it. But if you have any needs for any computers, any software written, any website designs, they can do all of that for you. So if you want to go see my guy, Russell Willifort, over there, or Braden, you can hang out with them. And then also Mark Long. By the way, we got to congratulate Mark. He is going to be, let me see what's... he is the pink tie guy, Drew. He's going to get an award for breast cancer for the pink tie this weekend. So congratulations to our guy, Mark Long, for doing that. So if you have any energy needs, surveying or planning, he's the guy. Oak Grove Trucking and our guy, Jose Fierro.
What up, Jose?
Yeah, for any needs for him. Greg and Max Nafee for sponsoring us, as they always do, taking care of us over at NAFCO. I think Greg, I don't think he's made it back from Naples. I wouldn't have came back. I'd stayed. He only stays like 2 weeks. And I said, man, I stayed in Naples a lot longer than that.
I'm telling you, it's tough to get back in the country.
No, Naples, Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He has a place down in Naples, and he just goes for 2 weeks at a time. I said, bro, I stay for a month at a time.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm retired. You're retired.
Don't go down there enough. You just stay down there.
Yeah, I said, dude, I don't know what your deal is, but he and Lisa go down there and they go have a good time and have a great time. But anyway, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
The bank that makes things happen.
Yes, they do. They're an equal housing lender. They're a member of the FDIC, and they're a proud sponsor for us for our remote live streams to Black, minority, and women-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into the main bank at 401M and see our guys over there.
Go see the Horn Man. He'll talk to you. He'll make you a hell of a deal on a car in there. Get you set up.
Car, house, whatever you need. YNB East, that's 235 South Yukon Parkway there in Yukon. 66 in the Parkway, YNB Mustang and Mustang Road. They're in the lovely city of Mustang, YNB Parkway, which is I-40.
I wouldn't go as far as call it lovely.
Okay, the city of Mustang. The city of the growing metropolis. Mustang, Oklahoma. Then, of course, Garth Brooks I-40, YMB Parkway on I-40, Garth Brooks, and
I
then
gotta think of another way to describe Mustang. It's like, what do you call that town just south of I-40?
dude, you're brutal. You're brutal. You're spoken like a true Miller. That's what that sounds like to me. Then YMB People 6201 Northwest 63rd, which I go in to see my guy Eddie over there on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur, which is the bank that I always go to over there. And then, of course, your picks today, Drew. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go just for full disclosure. I had the Dodgers earlier today, and they laid another egg. So,
full disclosure, you're throwing that in there.
Yeah, it just didn't show up on my picks because it's already over.
So you're already taking the Lakers tomorrow -4 at home.
Yeah, I'm already taking them. I think they. I mean, you gotta figure that they give a better effort than they gave.
Yep, you would think.
Last night.
You would think.
And Friday night in LA, lights are on. I still think Memphis is beat up, and Ja looks like he hurt his knee, and it's going to be tough for them to hit another 18 threes like they did.
Dude, he spends a lot of time on the ground, doesn't he?
Well, he does. He does. It's just a matter of time where he gets hurt again.
Yeah, it's he's going to have to change his way of playing a little bit because that shit.
How much bigger is he than Trae Young? You think?
He's probably 2 inches taller. Trae is like Trae may be 5'10" and a half. I don't think Trae's 5'11".
Yeah,
I've stood next to him multiple. He's not 5'11".
He's a Baker Mayfield 6 foot tall.
Yeah, basically. And Ja's every bit of 6'1", 6'2". Plus, remember, Ja has a 40-inch vertical.
He does.
So
the same kind of body build.
Yep,
you know, they're wiry, and I couldn't remember how much taller he is than Trae.
Probably he's got a good 2 inches. Good 2 or 3 inches. Good 2 or 3 inches. But anyway, you're taking the Hawks and 6.5. You like that, do you?
Yeah. Again. I mean, the Hawks are playing with house money. I mean, they're down there. They get a surprising home game. They're coming back with all the momentum. You know, Boston didn't want to go back down there. And I just think Boston now, they put themselves in a bad spot, even though I think they'll probably still win the series. But I think it goes back to Boston, honestly.
Yeah, I don't see Jason Tatum. I don't see Jason Tatum going 1 for 10 from three.
No, but
I don't see.
I didn't. And the Hawks get old boy back tonight. The equalizer or punisher, whatever we're calling the guy.
yeah, I agree 100% with that. You got
him back, and he'll probably play house on fire tonight. So I don't know. I like the Hawks' chances.
Yeah, well, talking about DeJounte, but the problem with him is the referees may be like, okay, you back, but we're gonna be watching you a little bit more intensely than we normally would, brother. And so I don't really see him getting any 50-50 calls tonight going his way.
None. He won't.
Yeah, Major League Baseball, you got the Cubbies money line plus 115.
Yeah, we got the Cubbies right now. I'm sitting here watching it. We got Cubs 4-1, top of the 6th.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Those Cubbies.
And it looks like Padres got a man on first. No outs.
They're rolling. I like that. I like all of that, the way that sounds. The Braves. Go ahead.
Braves are in a rain delay right now in the top of the 3rd, 0-0, looking for a 4-game sweep of the Marlins. And
you just like the way that sounds, don't you?
Still in a rain delay, and Marlins are Kyle Wright with 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 6 strikeouts through 2 innings. So he struck out the side in both innings.
Oh, he did? He's a beast, dude. He is an absolute monster.
Yeah, he's if his name wasn't Kyle Wright, he probably would have won the Cy Young last year. Hell, I think he had 21 wins.
So what happened to All Right? I don't see Randy sending us a text about All Right. What's the deal with that? All Right,
All Right.
That right name must have went against him for one time. Oh, he's gonna be on me about that, Drew. I don't even know why I set myself up for that. What was I thinking, bro? I should have known better. He's gonna be on me about that. Then of course Yankees Rangers over 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, It's a bandbox down there, the Rangers ballpark, and Yankees in town tonight. I look for some runs to be scored. Yankees need to do something. They had a piss poor showing against the Twinkies, so I look for them to rebound a little bit. Rangers really aren't that good. Don't have a whole lot of pitching, so I think the Yankees will score some runs tonight, and hopefully it goes over 7.5. Seems a little low.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You would think. When I saw that, I'm like, that doesn't seem like a lot. Angels and the Athletics.
Yeah,
Over 8.
A's are a different team on the road. And afternoon game there in California, the Santa Ana should be blowing out. That's actually gone up now.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, so that's over under 8.5. So looks like the rest of the betting public is on the same page as me.
Hey, what a shock that they're on the same page as you, brother. Can't believe that.
What's nice is I can get the weather update from California. So if it's blowing out, then I'll tell you if I'm taking the over under.
Is that what you like? Over? Okay.
And if anybody but Otani's on the mound, I'll take the over with the Angels.
Dude, is he just? Well, how do you describe that dude?
Crazy, isn't it?
I mean, he is just. I mean, the talent he has is just ridiculous. I mean, it really, truly is that somebody can be that good. Really coming. I'm not trying to say anything about Japanese or anything, but man, dude, you don't expect them to play that good of baseball over here. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, he's great. How much longer until he's a Yankee?
Now that's. I mean.
Serious. That's a serious question. I mean, it's coming. He's not going to be an Angel very much longer. I mean,
well, who? I mean, other than Mike Trout, I mean, who? Nobody stays there.
I can't believe that they've kept Mike Trout as long as they have. I mean,
but but think about this. Look where he's at. The weather is just.
Oh,
I mean,
not a whole lot of praise. He doesn't play for the Dodgers, so there's not a whole lot of pressure on him to do much.
Line change. What's up, boys?
What's up,
yeah,
dude?
you need the line change after those picks.
Jeez.
Couple of L's last night.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what those picks were picking Dallas to go 9-8 or whatever you did earlier. I mean,
we'll see.
Oh, wow. So we haven't even got into that yet. You
9-8. I mean, were you drunk?
No, I wish. I gotta work.
I mean,
oh my God! For you fans who don't know what we're talking about, we did a
9-8.
That's
about as good as Matt. That's about as good as Matt picking Colorado to win 6 games.
Dude,
yeah, I wrote that down in the notes too.
Oh, wow. Okay, is that what we're doing now? Okay. All right. Well, let's just go on and get into it since you two are running y'all's damn mouth right now.
Not only did you jinx my Canes, you jinxed the dang Bruins.
Yeah, I know. Don't listen to me.
Really? Is that what you're going with, Drew? Why are you blaming him for that?
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Don't listen to me.
He can't help. I don't know what the
that pass from Omar. Yeah, it was brutal.
Jeez.
That was one of the worst. Dude, he passed it right to the guy. I was like, what are you doing?
I mean, just right on it. I mean, he fluffed it. Like, usually he's very good with the puck. And that was a very bad play. I mean, he knows it. And he's like, I can tell he's a little injured. You can tell, like, just by the way he's getting up and rolling around a little bit. You can tell he's a little injured. So, but that was no excuse. So he couldn't get back. And that was a terrible play. That was embarrassing. Yeah. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. And I'm just like, what? I mean, I just didn't get it.
About did the Adam Sandler Happy Gilmore like broke the beer bottle over the freaking bar last night. I was like, you want to go? Like, I was so upset after that.
Yeah, Drew, it took him about 15 minutes to say hi to me last night, Drew.
Well, I mean, and when it went to overtime, I think everybody in the country thought the Bruins would win that one, and then I don't know.
It was unbelievable, dude. It was a crazy. Okay, so now speaking of Ben's picks, what we did is we did a mock draft between me, Ben, and Drew. Drew and Ben's is just basically the same damn thing. I don't even know why we were going on. I mean, theirs is the same pick, basically.
Ours is the exact same thing, unless if Arizona does not trade that pick, mine's completely different. But I do feel that they are going to trade it.
Well, the difference is that I got Will Anderson going to the Cardinals. I don't think they're going to trade. That's just kind of me. They need some help defensively. They are just trashed defensively. But the Texans over too is where we got the difference. D'Amico Ryans is a defensive coach. Jalen Carter is probably the best defensive player in the draft. Do we all agree with that? Even though he's got issues.
100%.
So I think that you take that guy. They couldn't stop anybody from running up the middle last year, so I think they take him. You guys think Will Ed? See, I think I think the same thing you guys think though. If the Texans and they trade with the Cardinals, then I think the Texans take C.J. Stroud, but they take Jalen Carter instead of Will Anderson.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, I still think Will Anderson's going to go before Jalen Carter just because of just random stuff. I do like the D'Amico Ryans. He's a defensive, minded coach and everything, which is great for the Houston Texans.
They need some help defensively.
There's plenty of QBs out there, and they can also trade another pick. So if they don't, then I see Tyree Wilson go number 3 to the Cardinals if the Cardinals don't trade that pick. That's kind of what I see.
Yep. That could possibly work too. Now we all agree on Will Levis to the Colts.
Yeah. You know what? That there could be. What'd be crazy if that quarterback from Florida goes right there.
See, well, no. I could see Anthony Richardson going right there. He's so athletic.
Boy,
he's damn good. He's like a Lamar. You
think Will Levis is going to be better than Anthony Richardson in the pros? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, that's a toss-up, but that's also why I'd trade out. I'd trade out.
This is the deal. Lamar. Will Anderson can make the easy throws. We're not sure if Richardson can.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Richardson can run the ball. He's a Vic. He's one of those kind of guys. But he still has an arm on him.
He does, but he's just unproven.
His workout was very damn impressive.
What did he do? He played in 8 games as a starter in football? 8, 7?
Yeah, which I don't like. I like guys that play 3-4 years and all of high school.
Yeah, Matt, with your Jackson and Jigba going to the Eagles, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the reason why I said that because what's your boy's name from Alabama that's there now? Remember they got traded out from the Titans?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, what is his name?
Oh,
Ben,
geez.
What's his name? You know what I'm talking about? The receiver that's.
I try not to.
Oh my God.
AJ Brown?
Huh? Yes, Brown. AJ Brown. He was griping about they're throwing to the tight ends all the time. So what this does is, I believe, that gives Jalen another weapon on the outside. Plus, they'll have the tight end. So that's why I think that they take him because they don't really. What do they really need? They got their offensive lineman really coming back. Everything. I mean,
they might draft an offensive lineman though because they're going to lose a couple guys. I mean that they got what? Oh boys, this is probably his last year. Their center.
Yeah, the Eagles. So my whole thing is they're either going to try and get the running back. I feel like
John Robinson.
Yeah, him, or I think they're going to try and go after Carter. So I think Carter's like a Warren Sapp. He's like one of those guys that they only come around every 2 decades or so.
Right.
I think he's going to be somebody that's going to change the league. And with the way the league's going, with people running a little bit, you got to check the run with the quarterbacks and the running backs. I really think he's going to be a game changer.
Jahmyr Gibbs from Alabama could be a pick there too. On their second pick in the first round.
Yeah, I
think them and the Cowboys are going to be playing piggy foot back and forth, seeing who's going to get what. And I think they're both going after running backs in the first round.
Yeah, I think that
they tried to pick Bijan Robinson before Dallas just to piss Dallas off.
Yeah,
they're going to be bugging each other.
Yeah, but the Cowboys could also get Gibbs, but the Cowboys need a tight end.
Yeah, and they
need a tight end. And you and I, Drew, we disagreed on that because I don't know if the tight end from Notre Dame is going to be there. Either him or one of those are going to go first or second. So I think that either way, if Mayer goes first, then the Cowboys get Dalton. If Dalton goes first, then the Cowboys get Mayer. I think
it's a strong tight end draft.
Yeah, I think either one of them, whichever one goes first, I think the Cowboys get the other one. That's kind of how I look at it. So
they're going to be playing back and forth. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I agree 100. And then the Chiefs, I believe that y'all both think he's going to take the tight end or the tackle from Tennessee. I think they're going to take Anton Harrison because they love OU players. They love OU linemen.
Yeah, they do.
They love
yeah,
OU linemen.
Reed loves them.
They really do. They like OU linemen because, you got Creed, you had Brown, and then Anton. But it depends. I think if Anton's gone first, then they take Wright. If Wright goes first, they take Anton. I think it's the same kind of thing with the Cowboys. Whichever one of those guys goes. Because we know the big fella is going to be gone. The offensive lineman from Northwestern.
Yeah.
Skoransky or whatever his name is, he's going to be gone.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Yeah.
Yeah, Skoransky, he's going to be gone.
Skoransky,
Peter. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, he's going to be gone. So that's why I think the Chiefs, they're going to take one of the other guys, depending, because I think the Chiefs will move up to get him. Because I think they want to keep the guy from Jacksonville on the right side. Go get them a guy like him, like Anton or Wright, either one. I don't think you can pick. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Do you guys?
No.
No, the whole like 3 through 4, like 2 through like about 5 is kind of confusing me on how this draft's going to go. Just because Witherspoon, I've heard a lot about him. The cornerback, I think he's from Illinois. I've heard just a lot of him going up, like just flying up leaderboards right now too.
Well, it's going to be him or Gonzalez though. One of those two. Those two are right there. 1A, 1 and 1A. That's what I think between him and Gonzalez, the cornerback from Oregon.
Yeah,
Witherspoon, they're 1 and 1A. I think either one of those, it doesn't really matter which one you get. You're getting basically the same guy. Maybe one may be just a little skilled than the other, but for the most part, Witherspoon may be just a tad better than Gonzalez.
Yeah, I think he's just a little bit faster.
Yeah, but so there. I mean, it's one of those deals where whoever you get, you're not unhappy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But I think the Cowboys are going to make a move up. I think the Chiefs are going to make a move up to get somebody. That's kind of what I think. Now, our difference in the Ravens, I think they're going to take a wide receiver. Both of you guys think they're taking a cornerback.
Defensive minded.
Yeah, I think they're
OBJ.
See, but I think their defense is already solid. I think they go get another guy to put on the other side of OBJ to entice Lamar to even come back. Look, we're giving you weapons. Okay, You got guys. We don't want you running the ball as much, so we're gonna give you guys who can get open, who you can throw the ball to. That's what I think they're doing here by taking Jordan Addison because he's fast. He's a great route runner. He can get open, and at the same time, that gives you OBJ on the other side. So you can't double team both of them. And then you got Mark Andrews. Don't forget he's sitting there at tight end. So his favorite target. So what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I just got Banks going because that gives Lamar more time with the ball. Shut down the other team.
Yeah, but Ben, they did a great job this year. I remember they almost won without Lamar. They were one lucky play away from beating the Bengals.
Mm-hmm.
How often does a play like that happen, really, in the course of an NFL season?
Oh no, you're right. And that was right. Then the Bengals won that roll.
I still think they're taking the cornerback, but Deontay Banks.
Yep. So we'll see how that works.
I think Jimmy, like, there's a couple guys that retired off the Ravens, like cornerback, and they're I think Jimmy Smith retired last year, and then a couple other guys.
Now, Matt, you can see if Njigba is still there at where the Ravens, they may take him.
Oh, now I'm taking Njigba over Jordan Addison for sure.
100%.
That's not even, but I don't think he'll be there. He's the best wide receiver in football.
A wide receiver picked in the top 10. I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
It didn't seem to be too strong of a wide receiver class.
Yeah, none of us. The Eagles. The only reason why I have him going there is because, like I said, I think that they have him simply because that shuts Brown up. That gives because they don't want they clearly paying him all this money. They don't want him to run. But like Drew and I had said, part of his allure is he runs. Talking about Jalen Hurts. So if you give him another wide receiver, he don't have to run as much, but he's still going to have to run.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and you got to look in your division too, like who you're going against. Same with like the Texans. Like that's why I like them getting an edge rusher instead of a quarterback because they can, they're gonna have to go after some pretty tough quarterbacks over there.
Yeah, they've got to get out some quarterbacks. He's got to be. I think DeMeco Ryans. What did they have? 12 picks, 11 picks, or something stupid.
They got a lot.
So I think he builds.
That's gonna be a fun locker room.
I think he builds up his defense first. That's what I think. I think he builds his defense, and then he gives you some offense here and there. But I think he builds up his defense in order to get those guys going.
And they have a late pick too, so if they don't trade it in the first round, I mean, there'll still be a quarterback available there.
Yeah, but they said that they think it's going to be 5 guys taken in the first round, quarterbacks.
Ooh,
That's a
That's
lot.
That's a lot.
And
that's
that is a
crazy.
lot of quarterbacks, dude. That is a
Okay,
lot of quarterbacks.
That's not counting the kid from Purdue or the kid from Wake Forest.
No. And they're talking about the guy. They said this about the quarterback at what's his name?
Tennessee, T.J. Hooker, right?
Hooker's the one.
I'd like to see Dallas pick up the guy from Purdue. He's a good quarterback. I watched him play for 4 years. That guy can throw it. He's a prototypical NFL quarterback.
Yep. I'm just interested to see what's going to happen when they do that. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see the whole thing. Oh my God! Is there anything else you guys? Oh, we got to do with hockey, man. All the hockey stuff last night, Ben. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
I mean, you are
Dude, brutal.
Ben, be nice to him, Drew. He had a bad night, dude. Leave him alone. He had a bad night. He can have everybody. You've had bad days.
Bad nights all the time in hockey.
Oh,
I mean, if I'm just looking at it, I mean, what do you got tonight, Ben? What do you got
tonight?
Oh well, the games today we've got the Lightning at the Leafs.
Yep. I mean, Leafs looking to close it out at home. They're going to be sitting one of their top players, even though after suspension was up, they're just going to sit him anyways because they've been playing so damn good. So I can't blame them. They're not going to shake up the lineup because the only time they lost was when he was in the lineup. So, so they're like, all right, we'll keep that guy scratched. But I do like the Leafs tonight. If you can grab them on the money line, I might take them in regulation. I think they're going to win at home, but don't listen to me. I'll mush it. So go, fade me every time. And then you got the Rangers Devils after that. Series is tied 2-2. This one's going to be this goalie for the Devils. His name's Akira Schmid. He's an absolute weapon right now. He has 59 shots on goal, only 2 goals in. So it's like a .970 save percentage or something like that.
Isn't that the record for them now? Isn't that a record now for goalies as far as their team is concerned?
Yeah, he's a rookie too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's a rookie, so that's just insane. But so this is back at home for the Devils. Igor is going to be going on the other side for the Rangers. But they have all that firepower. But the Devils, after they put Schmid in, they've been just unstoppable. So I don't know on that one. I might actually take that one as a draw. So it'll be, I think it's plus 360. So that's for it to go to overtime. And then Jets Knights. The Knights, I expect them to close this one out. I'm going to take them money line, regulation, and also just buck. I'll probably take a buck line too.
Man, big question for you: who's been around longer, the New York Jets or the Winnipeg Jets?
Depends when you go back in history because the Jets left and then they came back.
I think the New York Jets left and never came back.
They never showed up.
They're going to be okay this year, dude. I think they're going to be a surprise.
They never showed up.
They're going to be a surprise. They're going to be a surprise. I need to ease up on
good since Woodstock.
Oh
yeah.
Jeez. Well, in our standings, Ben, the Hurricanes have a 3-2 lead. You got the Bruins with a 3-2 lead. You still can't believe they lost last night. Crazy.
I got no love for the Woodstock comment, 1969, last time.
Yeah, I had a couple jokes coming, but I had to hold those ones back.
Jeez. Rough crowd day. Rough crowd.
No, I was there. I couldn't say a couple things that I wanted to say.
I'm not the one that picked the Bruins. Come on.
That was on me.
Lost too.
Then, of course, the Rangers, Devils, 2-2. Lightning, the Leafs. You thought the Leafs going to close it out. My Stars and Wild. Who do you like in that, Ben?
I think it's going to go 7 just because the next game is going to be in Minnesota and St. Paul. So I do think they will win at home. But I do like the Stars, even if it's going to go 7. I like the Stars in 6 or 7. I like them either way.
Yep. Kings, Oilers.
Yeah, Oilers are going to close it out. The Kings had them foot on their throat. They were up 2-1 with a 3-goal lead in the first period, and they blew it. Oilers came back. You can't do that to McDavid and Draisaitl. So
no.
Oilers going to win it. Yeah, it's over.
Yep. Jets and the G Knights.
Yeah, Knights are going to put that nail in the coffin.
I think you agree with that. How about the Kraken taking care of the Avalanche on their home ice last night?
Yeah, too many holes in the Avalanche at the moment. They're like, your favorite pair of underwear. Always, you can always count on them, but there's, they might not always come through. That's kind of how the Avalanche were. But the Kraken, no, I know.
You and Drew and y'all's analogies.
We'll do what?
You and Drew and y'all's analogies, bro. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah, different things happen. You hear some things from coaches every once in a while, and they stick with you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've never heard
I
that as a coach.
I got the Avalanche to win both those two in a row.
Oh man,
I do too. I'm gonna put all my If the Avalanche lose on those, I'm okay with losing my money to that because they should win.
okay.
So if they don't,
Well,
okay
as
then.
long as my
it's just kinda one of those
stars
things.
advance, I don't really care about the rest of it. That's all I know. I care about my
Hey,
stars. I care about
Kane's
my
gonna
stars.
close the Islanders out tomorrow night. Ben, what we're gonna do tomorrow night? We're gonna put a little high stick Harry hook on the Bruins and the Canes to come through in the clutch tomorrow. Close out. Two close out.
Oh, is
I
that
think
what y'all are
that'll
doing?
work.
Is that what y'all got?
Yeah,
two
both on the road
closeouts.
too. Yeah, both on the road. I like it. They'll be good
You
odds.
gotta get some nice money line odds on those.
Yep.
Line.
I bet y'all are. Well, we need to send me that deal, and we'll put that up there. We'll do y'all's joint venture, I guess is what we'll do. We'll
toss it out there.
Yep, well. All right, that's my guy Ben Dillman of High Stick Harry, and my guy Drew Hinthorn of HuskerDrewPicks.com.
Go Big Red.
There you go. I set you up. You go ahead and send in.
Cheers, boys. You guys have a good one.
All right, that's my two guys. Appreciate them being on. I am going to take some Benadryl and go to bed. That's what I'm going to do because this weather is just beating me up. Cannot do it. So everybody be safe out